Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday's Wisdom. Well, today I'm going to get a little personal because today happens to be the day of my 25-year anniversary in this business. And I got to tell you, I can't believe it's been 25 years. So I wrote a full blog about my 25 years and just some of the experiences. So if you want to read the whole story and not just watch Wednesday's Wisdom, it will be out on social media. But I'm going to just share a few things on sort of my ahas on 25 years of being in executive search. So, kind of one of the things as I was reflecting and sitting back thinking about my 25 years, I've been through 3 recessions, I've been through a pandemic, I've been through a divorce. I mean, all the things that happened in that 25-year period. And to still be standing today, I'm pretty proud of that fact because there was a lot of people who didn't make it through, especially the 3 recessions and being in a talent business. But one thing that I also thought of is how naive I was when I opened ERG. I didn't know you had to pay the other half of FICA. I mean, that's how naive I was. I had no idea what I was about to embark on. I had no idea how to manage cash flow or making sure you were putting together the right team, being, making tough decisions, all of those things that create leaders. I was really, really naive in, and quite frankly, had never had a person that at that point in my life really was a mentor. And it was through several things that just, I always say, were God inspired, that transformed, that helped me to learn about running a business. And I'm very grateful for all the mentors that I've had because they've really helped us to sustain through a lot of not just great times, but also very challenging times. My second thing is a story that I remember all the time when I have to make a challenging decision. So, a mentor of mine early on said to me, the difference between strong leaders and weak leaders is strong leaders make bold moves quickly. So, I was kind of internalizing that and thinking about what does it mean to make a bold move quickly? And I, over time, boiled it down to it's really about being courageous. And that is definitely a value that is one that is probably most important to me, is having the courage to go through the fight. My favorite story on courage is a Dolly Parton story. And of course, people say I look like Dolly, so I'll just tell you that. I love this story because Dolly was young. She was actually working with Porter Wagoner at the time, but she had wrote the song "I Will Always Love You," and that song was actually written to Porter Wagoner when she was leaving his show to go out on her own. Elvis Presley heard the song and wanted to sing that song. And she's more of a songwriter than a singer at that point. She certainly had been singing on Porter Wagoner's show, but also was a very prolific songwriter. Well, fast forward, he wants that song. He sends Colonel Tom to see her. And of course, Elvis doesn't sing anything unless he owns the publishing rights. Well, this young woman in the music business looked at Colonel Tom and Elvis and said, I'm not selling you the publishing rights. And Elvis never sang that song. Now, most people would have told her she was an absolute idiot at that moment. And being the idiot she is, not only did she make it a #1 hit single, but Whitney Houston had that song on the chart for 17 weeks and she made over $10 million in royalties. That's courage. So I think of that whenever I'm thinking I have to do something and I have to make a courageous decision. I think of Dolly Parton and I think of that story. Thought leadership. As I've gotten more tenure and more years within this business, I really wanted to change kind of just being good at my craft to also being a thought leader within our craft. And I really believe that if you are not constantly learning and trying new things, you're not staying relevant. And especially in a business that's people related, because our product thinks, breathes, and changes its mind all the time. So for me, I'm always looking at what are the trends? What do I see that people need in order to attract the right people? So right now, DE&I is a focus of ours, and bringing someone on to help us, to help our clients to get better at diversity hiring, hence diversity thinking. Every issue you will encounter, and this is probably one of my #1 that it's always been a challenge for me and making sure that I'm constantly trying to get better at it. Any issue, challenge, misunderstanding has always, always, always been lack of communication. So I've learned that you have to over communicate, not under communicate anything. So if something happens, if you have a new initiative, if you're taking the business in a different direction, anything from good or bad, if you over communicate, it will be so much better than if you under communicate or don't communicate at all. So most issues will go away if you just communicate. So that's a piece of advice. Um, and again, I just feel like I'm the lucky one. And I tell every one of the candidates, my job is to help you to find your life vocation and get to happy. I fell into this business, quite honestly. Long story about why that happened. But I fell into a business that I absolutely love. And I can tell you, 25 years later, I was thinking about this morning as I'm celebrating 25 years. I still love this business today as much as I did the day I walked in. And that's pretty significant to be able to say that. So I want to end by this. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all of you who have been part of my tribe, whether it's a client or a mentor or a not-for-profit. Obviously, I love our not-for-profits and our ability to place people pro bono in our community. And that's probably, I'm hoping that's the legacy we leave in all the amazing services that now can be offered. Every single one of you have created what this organization is today. We just follow your lead, and it has been amazing. So I want to say thank you to all of you watching for being a part of this journey. And who knows, I'm not doing 25 more, but who knows what the next 10 will bring. Take care. Make it a great day.